this one, I don't know.
Previously on Pillowtalk with the Draytons.
Had a long day. You're just not there mentally after.
Impress them, but is it actually to try to compete with other women when women do it? That's what it really. I started when I heard. I started really paying attention. Like, maybe
I believe
it's
that.
not for men.
I believe that.
Maybe it is. Why do you believe that? What's good? Welcome to another episode of Pillowtalk with the Draytons. My name is Ronald. It's my lovely wife,
Gizelle.
and we here for another conversation, another topic, another discussion. Hope everyone out there is doing well. How you feeling today, babe?
I'm good. Woke up, went to the gym, cheated with my McDonald's, but that's okay.
Yeah, same here. I was going to discuss that. As y'all know, we did our fasting. We got through it, but ever since it ended,
been wilding.
Yeah, I've been bugging out a little bit. But today's my last day, though. I told myself. But yeah, I had some McDonald's yesterday.
He had
McDonald's yesterday. I had McDonald's yesterday. I had McDonald's today. But the only difference is yesterday I had like a lunch from McDonald's. Today I had breakfast from McDonald's.
And Chinese food yesterday.
And I had Chinese food that was
and
trash.
And went out to dinner last night. I'm calling you out.
Damn, yeah, you can say.
I'm calling you out. Oh,
stop spreading my business. Damn. Yes. Oh my God. Damn. I went to go check on one of my mans I ain't seen in a minute. Like she wilding out. But yeah, this morning was the first time I didn't feel too good after eating the McDonald's. But we gonna be back locked in. Just rewarding myself for the the challenges and the discipline I put my mind and body through. So, but you're not innocent in all this too. You had the big breakfast this morning, right?
I said I had McDonald's.
No, but you didn't explain them what you had. You had the big breakfast. Let's tell them what you had.
Okay, I had the big breakfast.
And did you finish the big breakfast?
Yes.
The eggs, the hash brown, the pancakes. Like you finished every part of your breakfast, right? So don't let her fool you. She had the big breakfast talking about, after this, I'm going back vegan. I can't do this no more.
Listen, guys. Health is the way. I just feel guilty eating McDonald's and fried chicken.
Nah, I've been feeling guilty too, but listen, it's not like we gained. Well, it's not like I gained the
we don't know what we gained.
The 25 pounds. Nah, I'm probably still the same. No way. I'm probably still the same. But, yeah, so today we're going to talk about, the whole Tom Brady situation with him and his, I guess, soon-to-be ex-wife, Gizelle. Funny, just my wife and Tom Brady's ex-wife soon-to-be ex-wife has the same name. Very beautiful name, by the way. But, do you know about this situation at all?
Supposedly, he was supposed to retire from football twice.
Yes.
The first time he took it back, he went to play football again, and then this time he said he was going to retire, and he didn't again. And then it came out that she filed for divorce.
Yeah.
Right?
At first, from what I seen, she supported him. But then I guess after a while she realized, oh no, I can't do this. And I guess they had a discussion and it kind of blew up. But so my thing is like, how do you feel about that with him choosing another season after probably 20-some years of him playing? The man, first of all, I want to give him props to Tom Brady. He's an amazing man.
He is.
Very successful man. Very disciplined man. A lot of young men should look up to a man like Tom Brady. Worked his you-know-what off. Didn't come into the league with high expectations, but exceeded every expectation that was thrown at him. Proved to get through adversity. So I just want to throw that out there first and foremost. But how do you feel about him choosing... and I'm going to word it like this, because then I'm going to give my opinion. Because I feel like it's important to word it like this. How do you feel about him after all the success he has had? Because this is not a man that just doesn't have any success in the sport. But pretty much has all the success, pretty much has nothing else to prove. Pretty much, I'm assuming he made a promise to his family. So it's not just wife, his family, that this would be it. To spend more time with them. How do you feel about him going back on his word and actually going back to play football, and now again, because there's going to be a sacrificing time with his family, his wife, and to continue to play football. How do you feel about that?
I think it's hard. I'm just gonna say, because his entire life he's had football, but his entire adult life he's had Gizelle and football. So I think that's all he knows. I think it was a hard decision for him to choose football over his wife and his family. I don't think you have to say he's choosing it over his family. But I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid because after football, God forbid, you're healthy enough to even continue, you don't get hurt, you have nothing after football. You're left with nothing. Like, you're gonna be gone. Your kids are gonna be gone. You're gonna be in the house by yourself. And I don't know. I don't think it was the wisest choice. And you can see how it's affecting him now. He look older. He looks stressed. He looks skinny. He can't play, apparently. I don't know what I'm hearing off of First Take, but...
Shout out Stephen A. Smith and Molly.
But, I don't know. I think it's going to... I don't think he expected it to affect the way he played, but clearly it is. And, I don't know. I feel bad for him. He's going down.
Okay. Again, like I said, I got a lot of respect for Tom Brady, but I think what he did was a big sacrifice. Was kind of like I'll say more of a selfish choice. And the only reason why I say that is because the man has accomplished every single thing you can accomplish in the NFL at the highest level. And I think sometimes we forget certain things don't last forever. And no matter what, Tom Brady cannot play football for the rest of his life. And again, this is not me telling him what he should do. It's just my opinion and how I feel. But when football is over, and like what are you gonna do next, you know? And what you can rely on is your family being there once football is over. But now, once football is over and they're not there, your kids is not there, it's just like, what else do you have? And I feel like sometimes we get so stuck on what we do with our jobs or our careers and forget the family portion of it matters too. And it's clearly affecting the way he's playing. And I won't say it's an age thing, because Tom Brady already proved that he could play past a certain age. So now if you take all his seasons, there was one thing that was in common. He had his wife Gizelle and his kids at home. He knew he had their support and they was there. The only change and difference now is he's going through a divorce, and now after those games, and he's not able to talk to his wife. He's not able to have those vulnerable conversations that men do have with their wives, or, you know, have these conversations with his kids. And personally, I think it's affecting his game now. And it's funny how the thing that you sacrifice, it seems like the thing that you chose not to go with and leave behind is now it's gone. Now that's the reason why the thing that you did choose is suffering, because at the end of the day,
it goes hand in hand.
Exactly, it worked together. All those previous years, he had his wife there, and from what I've seen, they've been married for 13 years, so she has been around for a while. So I think Tom Brady won a ring before they was married then, so I won't say she was there his whole career, but most of it. And then you gotta look at it too, from what I've seen, she already made the sacrifice for her own career, because she's spending most of the time with her kids, because somebody had to be there. And obviously, you know, yes, you know, dad is there, but not having physically around, that, you know, that can take a toll on a child. And again, we're not speaking of a man that hasn't done it, so you can't say Gizelle hasn't supported him. She's been supporting him. The kids been supporting him. So now, or they're basically saying, or the wife is basically saying, like, okay, now it's our turn for you to make a sacrifice. What else do you have to prove? What else do you... And yes, love the game. You probably want the fans to love you, but at the end of the day, you still have a family that wants your attention, wants your time, wants you to be there physically. And because, like, even with me, where I feel like it's affecting him at work. So when I first got back to work, because I was out for a while, my wife, she was working, but then also started nursing school. But then I feel like how it was affecting me at work is I couldn't, like, I was always thinking about, oh damn, who's gonna pick up the kids, or I'm gonna have to rush out of work, or like I'm not the type to want to rely on somebody else to watch the kids, or like just to where the kids gotta rely on somebody else. So then thank God my wife finally understood that and was like, you know what, it's affecting him. He's not able to like really focus at work. So she decides, I'm gonna stay home and just focus on nursing school. And things been going great ever since then. So that's why I really feel like by his wife and kids leaving, he's struggling right now. And I don't know, it's just, again, when football's done, what else do you have?
Right. I think it's hard for men to leave their careers because as a man, or you know what I'm saying, like all y'all, like that's a representation of you guys. Like your job is a representation of what you do, and especially because of somebody like Tom Brady. Football, he is like football. Like anytime you think of football, it's like, okay, who's the best? Tom Brady. Just yes. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like for him to now lose that or sacrifice that is like, damn, I'm gonna be losing myself if I give up football. Like I'm not gonna like, you're my wife. You're supposed to be home taking care of the kids, doing this, but I'm supposed to be doing football. So now if I give up football, are you saying I'm gonna have to stay home and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he doesn't.
It's just I don't know. It's hard because like I said, he grew up playing. I think football is his life. Yeah. Right. So.
But see, but that's my point. But the very one thing that he sacrificed for football
is affecting
what he loves the most. Again, because it works hand in hand.
Yeah. And
I think sometimes we need to look at the overall perspective.
Right.
Because I used to work in the serving business, and I just want to say this to the young people. Chasing women after a while, it do get boring. I met a lot of, and I say that because I met a lot of older men in their 40s and 50s, and that's lonely and they by themselves. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna stay young forever. You're not gonna have that same energy forever. And it's nothing wrong with building your family and then after a certain amount of time of working your career and being successful at it, to just settle with your family. Now focus on really raising your kids, investing in them, spending time with your wife. Because that's I don't think people realize raising a family, having a wife. That's a job too. That's a job. That's something that takes time and effort and to build. A relationship. You build on relationships. And yes, I know relationships can be a scary thing, but just like playing football, that can be a scary thing. You're sacrificing breaking a leg or having a concussion. Just like with a relationship, it's a scary thing too, because you're risking your heart being broken, but you can't have that mindset where that's gonna happen. You're not going to fulfill like, oh, I'm gonna break my leg, this and that. Right. But you shouldn't go in a relationship saying, oh damn, divorce rate is high, so that means I'm gonna get a divorce. Oh damn, cheating is high, so that means I'm be cheating. Don't go in there with that mindset, that mentality, because your situation can be totally different from what the statistics say. Right. And that's just one I just want to say to like young people.
I think his fear of it all though is like not being idolized for that role. Like he's being idolized for football.
Being a football.
Like he's like, I'm the oldest football player. I still got it. I'm still winning rings. If he takes himself out of that limelight and he goes and he just focuses on his wife and his family and stuff, like nobody's really idolizing that. Nobody's looking at that like, damn, like they just thinking like, oh yeah, he's old, he left, that it was his time. Now he's gonna focus on his family. They're not gonna be like, oh yeah, he's really focusing on being the best dad he could be. Like like we're not gonna see that hard work until probably his kids get older and they decide to play football, and then they're like, oh yeah, I could see that. You know what I mean? Like maybe it has something to do with genes, but he also been putting in the time. With football, you're in the limelight, you're on the TV, you know what I'm saying? Like you're being seen, you're feeling important. So I feel like.
And he probably doesn't feel important when he's with his family.
Yeah, because like I said, men, I feel like y'all have this thing where like I gotta work, I gotta grind, I gotta be out there, I gotta be doing something, and that could be our fault too as women, but for putting that pressure on y'all. But after a while, it's like, okay, you did what you had to do, you proved your point, you won your rings, like let's go on vacation together.
Yeah, let's spend some time again. And we're not talking about a man that hasn't proved something over and over and over. Like the man has, and now I'm bugging. I apologize, Tom Brady. The man has 7 rings. He won 6 with the Patriots and one with a different team his first year, and MVPs, Pro Bowls. Like he's just an incredible dude. I just wish, again, my opinion. I just wish, he did stick to, retirement, because it's affecting his game, and now it's like, and the way he's he's starting to not look the same.
I feel like his grays is showing. Like, I'm like, when did he ever have gray hair in his beard? Like, I've never seen that. Like, he always was clean cut, shaved. Now I feel like he just looked not.
And I just seen his wife got one of the big top dog lawyers from Florida, the lawyer representing Tiger Woods. Oh. So it's about to really be a fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. But isn't she worth more than him? I think so. With her modeling career, I think so. She's like, she was the #1 model, right?
So could that be a reason he doesn't want to leave football? Like, is this a alpha male? I need to make more.
No, I don't think. No, it has nothing to do with money. I don't think. I just think he just wants to play. He just loves football. He just wants to play. But yeah, that's just how I feel. I wish them the best of luck, though. I hope they find some type of common ground for themselves and their families. But yeah. So, anything else?
No. For some reason, I was thinking about the woman who poisoned her. Was it her kids?
Oh, nah. But we'll say that for another time. Yo. Oh, so one tip for you think for a healthy relationship before we head out. One tip. We'll save that one for another episode. But one tip you would give a relationship. People in a relationship. Let me go first. Oh, you got some. Go ahead.
I would say one tip is to find balance in your career and your relationships. Whether that be family, whether that be marriage is hard.
Yeah, you got to fight through it.
Especially marriage and careers. Mm-hmm. Marriage and careers is hard. Like, it's really hard. Because I can say just, I don't know.
I wish them the best of luck, though. I hope they find some type of common ground for themselves and their families. But yeah. So, anything else?
No. For some reason, I was thinking about the woman who poisoned her. Was it her kids?
Oh, nah. But we'll say that for another time. Yo. Oh, so one tip for you think for a healthy relationship before we head out. One tip. We'll save that one for another episode. But one tip you would give a relationship. People in a relationship. Let me go first. Oh, you got some. Go ahead.
I would say one tip is to find balance in your career and your relationships. Whether that be family, whether that be an intimate partner, whether that be your kids, just find time to value both. And if you can't, figure out which one is worth, your most time.
My tip is communicate with each other. Communicate. There's something on your mind.
But they did communicate. He just lied.
No, I'm not saying mine based off the. Damn, relax.
He just lied.
I'm not saying mine based off.
He lied.
No. Damn. Well, back to my tip. My tip. Make sure. Never mind. But. Yeah. But yeah. But communicate with each other, though. If there's something on your mind, communicate about it. It's not good to hold it in, because it might be that day where that it finally builds up. You just let it out. Communicate with each other. And also, like, if it starts getting too intense, where emotions running high, anger's running high. I agree with this. My wife, that's something we don't agree with. But I think somebody should like just walk away, take a breather, not leave the house and not come back, but go to another room. Because when emotions are high, we all know the emotions high, anger's high. We don't know, anything. Just we're not leading now with logic, and we just not leading with emotions. And we know where emotions could lead us to. But thank you for.
Either way, if you walk out the room, or if you stay, emotions still gonna run high.
No, not. But yeah, but when you come back, the emotions are down because sometimes you come back and realize, damn, I was wrong.
No, for
then
you.
Apologize.
For me, I'm holding it. I done.
No.
When you walk out that room, let me tell you what I do. When he walks out the room, it's like closing a bottle. All of that was left unsaid is literally waiting for you to open back the bottle so I could let it back out.
Yeah,
or
but
finish saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when the conversation get brought back up, it's a more civilized conversation. You can't cap on that. It's more of a civilized even if it takes us a few days, but we always go back to that topic.
A few days, you be trying to ignore it.
We always end up talking about it, even if it's we bring it up
a month later.
No, I don't.
He would try to ignore it for as long as possible. Yes, he would.
No, ain't no month later.
Yes, you would. You try to ignore, and then until you can't take it anymore, you be like, all right, what's your problem? Like I will hold it out. Like I will hold it out.
All right. Well, yeah, that's mine. Communicate. Whatever she talking about, then yeah. But thanks for rocking with us. We catch y'all next time, and enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace.
Peace.
Oh yeah.
Please. Thank you.
You never even asked me for your cup the whole time.
I know.
What happened?